Hi, I'm Tom Holland, Bowflex Fitness Advisor. This is the Bowflex Breakfast Club coming to you today from my kitchen. We switch back and forth each week. We're here. I am here each and every week. Today a little different. Normally we have Quinn, who is out at Nautilus Bowflex headquarters, who reads me the questions. She is off today. So if you see me looking to the side, that will be me trying to read your questions. So welcome to everyone. Mark yourself present so I know you're here. I'm sure the regulars will be rolling in as we go. Today's topic is, what are the best exercises for your body type? Now that is a trick question. Just so you know, that is a trick question. So just know that's a trick question. I hope I can read your comments. I don't see them coming through. So you know what? I'm going to pull this up as we go, just so I know that I can see what you guys are seeing. So again, even though we have a topic, we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about, right? So that will be the topic of the day. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to where I wanted to be. All right. So even though we have a topic, I wanted to talk about that. But any questions you have, any comments, let me know. All right, so this is better. Now we're seeing, there we go. I am seeing comments. All right, let me turn that off. Good morning to everybody. I did get some emails from some of you over the holiday. I just saw them, so I will answer those. Good morning, good morning. Today's topic, what are the best exercises for your body type? It's a trick question, and I bring that up because I just came across my Facebook feed, a fitness expert, quote unquote, reeling you in with your best exercises for your body type. So if anyone knows why that's a trick question, and I'm sure my smart group here does, let me know. Any other questions you have, any comments, any successes? We love the success stories here. Let me know that too. You know, I'm going to try to share this as we get this show started across my other channels. And if you could share this too, by the way, that would be awesome. So if you could share this, I'm going to share, well, I just shared it to a different page. We're going to share that. That would be great. Again, let me know that you're here. If you want to lurk and stay behind the scenes, that's awesome. Again, this is a show, if you're new to it, we do each and every week, no matter where I am. And we're pretty consistent with this. It will be every Wednesday, this same time, for a full hour. And the full hour is to answer any and all of your questions. There are no dumb questions. Hello, Deanna. Regulars are rolling in. Let me know. I'm doing this all by myself today. If you saw my setup, I have my laptop and then I have a huge monitor that I'm streaming this to, so I don't have to put on my glasses, and hopefully I can see your comments. So hope you all had a great 4th of July. I did. Hey, Dora, good morning, good morning. And Dora, we're ready to learn from you. I'm ready to learn from you. So please do not hesitate to let me know what questions you have, comments, successes. Did anyone run a 4 on the 4th? Here's the interesting thing. My boys are older, and the 4 on the 4th that I normally run moved the race back an hour. So those two combinations, I didn't make my 4 on the 4th, which I feel a little guilty about. I still went out and got a run in, but I didn't do my race. My boys are a little older, didn't want to get up, stayed up a little later than they should have, probably the night before. So I missed my race. Did anyone do a 4 on the 4th? Did anyone do any races like that, any events? Tell us about it. Let me know. Welcome to everyone. Give me your quick take, especially the regulars here who are super smart. What do you think I am going to say the best exercises for your body type are? And then I have a quick kind of interesting story about this topic that goes back to way back to when I first really started in this industry, all about your body type, a TV thing. But I'm going to give you guys a chance to weigh in on that. Again, I have a big monitor up today so I can see your questions. If you see me looking to the side, that is why. One thing I thought about over the 4th of July holiday, you guys, what a great long holiday it was, at least felt like it, right? It's that great line that the greatest things aren't things, right? So had so much fun spending time with family and friends and actually doing some really fun things. I got in 3 or 4 stand-up paddleboard rides, which was so much fun to me. And I talked about this last week. I am 48. I need to mix up my routine. And I got out on the water, and it scared me a little bit. Going out on the water by yourself on a stand-up paddleboard, that was challenging. And that's what we talk about here, is challenging ourselves both mentally and physically. That's where change happens, both mentally and physically. So challenge yourself with your activities, and that makes you a better, stronger person mentally as well as physically. The exercise you're going to, ooh, that's a good one. So I'm reading your comments. So what are the best exercises for your body type? And we have the best exercise you're going to do on a regular basis. That is correct. That is in addition to what I'm going to say, but absolutely 100% correct, right? If you hate it the way I hate burpees, you're not going to do it. I have to preface that though by saying, I always say do one exercise you don't like during your workout. And if you can, it's best to do it at the beginning and you get it out of the way. Because yes, if we're not going to do workouts we don't like, right? And that's the problem, is people try to do a certain type of cardio or exercise that they don't enjoy doing, and they're never going to do it. But doing one thing that we aren't really excited about doing, for me that's swimming, is going to change our bodies, because we tend to do what we're good at. And if we tend to do what we're good at, we don't get better, and our bodies are really good at doing those things. And we've talked about that. People will say, Tom, I've been running 3 miles 3 times a week. I was losing weight, maintaining my weight. Now I'm not. And one of the reasons for that is your body becomes better at doing that. You become more efficient. So if you've been doing the same workout for years, which many people have, still good for you, but you will see diminishing returns over time just because you get better at that. I'm going to read some questions here. Hey, Mario, love Bowflex dumbbells and would appreciate it if Bowflex workout machines will sell them to be, oh, welcome. We want to be everywhere, so that would be awesome. And we are trying to, and where are you? Are you in Manila? How cool is this? From all over the world. If that's where you are, welcome. Welcome, Mario. Dora, I think that the best one is the one that you find challenging. You guys are the best. Yes. The one that you find challenging, so that is another layer to it. All right, I will cut to the chase with this. There is no best exercise for your body type. It's kind of a scam, right? So years ago, before I had really done any TV, a talk show asked me to come on and to talk about workouts for your body type. Now, there was a book out at the time, was not mine, and it had the 4 different body types. I'm not even going to tell you which ones because I don't want to throw this person under the bus, but let's just say had absolutely nothing to do with exercise science. And what it actually plays into is the spot reduction myth, right? So if you carry your weight in the hips, well, here's exercises you should always do and exercises you should never do. That is not true. If you carry weight in your abs, in your abdomen, as so many men do, well, here are exercises you should do and exercises you should never do. So not true. The short answer to what is the best exercise, what is the best workout for your body type, it's a full body workout, you guys. Full body workout. We cannot spot reduce. You cannot tell your body where to remove fat deposits from. That is genetically predetermined. You can't target, quote unquote, your hips. You can't target your abs. And bad fitness advice is advice that tries to do that. It can't be done. It is one of the top 3 things you study in exercise science when you first start. So every single person, by and large, you want to do a full body workout, okay? You want to do workouts that target everything. We all have weak links. So back to the responses you guys gave, the exercise you find challenging is absolutely right. Within that full body workout, you're going to have weak links. I've talked about how when I would go running with clients and they would say, my knees hurt, my back hurts, my hip hurts, I'd say, okay, let's figure out why. That's generally because you have a weak link. One really common weak link today, so common with so many people, men and women, are weak glutes because we sit all day long. So weak glutes, weak butt muscles cause so many of the issues I just talked about. Knee issues, hip issues, ankle issues. So many of these things are the result of a weak link in your kinetic chain, they call it. So the short answer, the correct answer is don't fall for the trap of here is the best workout for your body type. There are 3 main body types, and these were not the ones, by the way, that they asked me to talk about on the show. There's the ectomorph, the endomorph, and the mesomorph. Super skinny, more athletic, and then generally your bigger build. You know, your model types, your gymnast type, and then your thicker type. All 3 of those body types want to do a full body workout. Now, are there variations on what you should do there? Sure. If you have really strong legs, you probably don't want to spend more time on that. But it doesn't matter what your weak link is. It doesn't matter what your body type is. You want to do a full body routine. That's just the way our bodies work. You don't want to avoid a body part because you think you're going to make it bigger. This plays into the bulk myth for women. That is what the working out for your body type thing is trying to do. And it's not true. It's not good science. Hey, Mr. Bogardus. Wow, we got some names from the past. Welcome everybody again. This is the weekly Bowflex Breakfast Club. Any and all your questions we want to know, and any comments, since I don't have my sidekick that I normally have out at Bowflex headquarters who reads me your questions. I'm going to look to the side. I have a really big screen here today, and that's why I'll be looking all around to try to answer your questions. I want to hear your success stories, though. We've had people each and every week say, I lost this amount of weight, or I finally, walked my first mile. I got on the tread climber. I got on the Bowflex Max. Let me know what your success stories are, because that's what we love. That's what I love. You guys are our, what do I want to say? I say it each and every week. See, I had a little lapse here. You're our advertising. So we do this show and we do all the other things, give you the content, because we don't just want you to buy the equipment. We want you to use it, and we want you to have successes from it. So that's what this is all about. I need to hear more. I need to hear more from you guys. More comments, more questions. Welcome to the regulars. Again, I am Tom Holland, Bowflex's fitness advisor. We do this show every week. Full hour of your questions, comments, and just it's a community, because what we're finding today is so much about exercise and motivation comes from people coming together. Okay, so that's what this is all about, is bringing you guys together. There is power in numbers, and that's what this group is about. So hopefully you guys find some motivation here, get some good information, share information, and once again, share your success stories. I'm in a really unique place in my fitness career because, again, I'm 48 and I love getting older. People used to say, aren't you worried about getting older in the fitness industry? And the short answer is absolutely not. Because when you're 20, 30, it's easy to be in shape, or easier. When you get older, it's that much harder, and it challenges me that much more. So that's what gets me excited now, is me being forced to do everything I say to you here, and walk the walk as well as talk the talk. Dora, let's see. Yes. Oh my gosh, Dora. So Dora just said, and this is the new book I'm working on, your 401k fitness plan. Dora, this is one of the chapters. So what did Dora just say? She said she fell into the same trap that so many women do. And guess what? This will be around forever. The bulk myth. There are some high-profile, quote-unquote, fitness celebrities who preach that women should never lift weights. And if they do, it should never exceed 1, 2, 3 pounds. Well, guess what? Your kids weigh more than that. Your gallon of milk weighs more than that. And that is playing into the bulk myth. And it does women such an incredible disservice in so many different ways. If you fail to lift weights as a woman and a male, you are failing to achieve not only your best body aesthetically, but physically, functionally. So you want to be strong. And back to the topic of this show. What is the best workout? The one that works your entire body. Strength and cardio, your entire body. But this bulk myth about getting big, too big from from weight training is just that. It is a myth, okay? Let's see what Michael has to say. Do you recommend shorter workouts on the max with high resistance or longer workouts with lower resistance? Awesome question, Michael. And the answer is both. When you have less time, this is the beauty of the science behind this. When you have less time, you do a shorter workout with higher intensity intervals, right? When you have a little more time and or, Michael, you just don't feel like hammering that day, that's your endurance workout. And by mixing up not only your strength workouts, but your cardio workouts, you are going to have so much more success. There is no one cardio workout you should do. There is no one strength training workout you should do. Success comes from variation of both. So Michael, when I have like 10, 15, 20 minutes, that's my interval time. That's the time to jump on the max or to go outside, do some sprints, do a warm up, do some hills. Then generally on the weekends, if I have more time, I had a great 90-minute easy bike ride outside the other day over the holiday weekend. How fun was that? But then, Michael, I also ran to the track, which from my house is 1.5 miles. I did some sprints, I did some little agility work, and then I ran home. So that is one of the easiest ways to kind of dictate your workouts, you guys. It's whatever time you have. It's time, and it's kind of what you're in the mood for, right? So if you have less time and you kind of want to work out some stress, that's the time to get on your cardio equipment. That's the time to go outside and do some intervals, whether it's running or power walking intervals or hills. I love hills. We can talk about that today. Again, hills are one of the greatest, simplest, most effective cardio workouts that also have a strength component built in that you can do. But that goes, Michael, to, again, the internet and articles and the preaching of here's the only way you should do it. Don't ever do long, steady state cardio. Well, yes. Intervals, only do high intensity interval training. That's the only way to burn fat. Well, no. Okay, so I am going to repeat probably 10 or so things each and every week here. And one of those is variation, that there is no one thing. Yes, some burn more calories than other. Yes, some do different things, but we want all those things. And that is one of the secrets to success. Great questions. Keep them coming. Michael, awesome. And again, because I don't have my sidekick, any questions we don't get to, I don't get to today, Bowflex's amazing social media team will jump on and answer them. Please share this to your other channels if you can. The more the merrier, and the more we build this up, the more we're able to give you guys, which is really fun. We're still working on some t-shirts and swag and giveaways and things like that. And we are busy at work at Bowflex trying to give you as much as possible. So any questions? Michael, that was such a great question. Dora, you guys are right on the money. Shorter workouts count, Michael. That is a whole chapter in the new book as well. 10 minutes counts, 5-minute counts. If you look at people, and I'm one of them, who tend to maintain their weight over time for a long period of time, I am building little workouts all day long, doing a little bit of activity throughout the day. And all of that adds up. There is no workout that is too short. The line I use is you can never preface one of your exercise workout activity sessions by saying just or only. So you can't say, well, I only went for a 2-mile walk today. No, you went for a 2-mile walk. Or, I only did 2 sets of squats today. That's all I had the time for. All of that adds up. And when you do that throughout the day, that is the secret to success. I will keep coming back to that line. I truly believe that the term exercise will change and maybe even go away over time, because we're going to get back to movement. You're still going to jump on your exercise equipment. You're still going to do all that stuff, but it's not going to be this dedicated time with a negative connotation. Okay? Exercise is not just about what you lose. This is another one of the 10 lines I will say over and over to you guys. It's what you gain. I exercise first and foremost, cardio-wise, for the great feeling I get from it. That is what I gain. Mental peace of mind, right? Especially I look forward to exercise, and if you give it time, you will too, and you won't even call it exercise. Generally, how long should a hit be for it to be a hill repeat? Oh, a hill beat. See, even though I have an enormous screen behind my laptop, that is a great question. So how long should a hill be? You guys are going to hate my answers all the time. It depends. So what I generally do, because I'm doing them with my boys now, so if I do them with my boys, they're a little bit shorter. So you want to warm up. So here's my go-to hill workout. So we have a couple hills near my house. My boys and I will walk to that hill, and then we will progressively run longer up it. So maybe the first repeat is 10 seconds. 10 seconds is a long time. So it depends on how steep the hill is, depends on your fitness level, but generally you'll feel it, right? 60-second hill repeat for going up a hill for 60 seconds is enormously challenging for most people. And again, it depends on how steep that hill is. But my short answer will be anywhere from 10 to 60 seconds. And then I like to make a game out of it. Just wrote an article for Bowflex about this. So my two boys and I will go to the hill, and then we'll take turns picking out something on the hill. Okay, we're going to run to that mailbox, and then you walk down to recover. We're going to run to that driveway. We're going to run to that tree. So we'll vary the distances on the hill, and you only spend maybe 10, 15 minutes tops. So 5-minute walk to the hill, 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, running up, walking down, and then walk back home. This is an awesome workout that everyone can do. And if you're not going to run it, you power walk it for you power walkers out there. Totally fine, and not only fine, a great way to do it. So 10 to 60 seconds would be my short answer. Dora, I saw at my gym a sign that said, if you want to get rid of belly fat, crunches will not help. Yes. And it finished with ask a personal training, what will? It's a great way for them to rope you in. Absolutely right. Crunches will not get you a flat stomach. Crunches are the fourth component for those of us, all of us who want to have a flat stomach and a strong stomach. So you have muscles underneath a layer of fat. We all do, right? So I say everyone has a six-pack. It's just covered. First most important thing to get rid of this is healthy eating. Second is cardio exercise to burn this off. Third is strength training to boost our metabolisms to burn this off 24 hours a day. The fourth component to getting a flat stomach are those crunches. And you should not waste valuable time, valuable exercise workout time doing an inordinate amount of crunches. 5 minutes done consistently, 5 minutes is really all you need. Now you can vary that. I used to teach a half-hour abdominal class, and that's really challenging as a teacher because that's a really long time. So you got to mix that up. But generally speaking, 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. I don't do more than 10 minutes on any given day. And you can break it up throughout the day as well. But don't waste time that you should be spending doing cardio or strength training on endless numbers of crunches. And I'm sure, hopefully, that is what that trainer would have told you. Great questions, you guys. What is a good exercise to build back muscles? Okay, so back, if I'm understanding what you mean by back muscles, pushing is chest, shoulders, triceps, right? Pulling are your back muscles. So anytime you do a pulling motion, that could be a lat pull down, that could be a dumbbell row, that can be a seated cable row. So any type of rowing motion is going to be something that targets your back muscles. And those are really important muscles for posture. You know, so many people, especially guys, are rounded forward because all we do is work our chest. There are many, not me, but many guys just bench press all day long, push-ups all day long. So to pull ourselves back and have good posture, that is a pulling motion. So dumbbell rows, lat pull down, pull-ups, chin-ups target not only your biceps but your back as well. So anytime you're pulling and you're just changing the angle of your body, that will target your back muscles. Really good questions, you guys. Keep them coming. I love it. About halfway done here. This hour flies by. So the best exercises for your body type are full body workouts, okay? Full body workouts. You want as much lean muscle all over your body as possible. You want your glutes strong, you want your quads strong, your hamstrings, all upper body muscles. So that is the way to do it. One way to break down your upper body, 5 basic muscle groups, right? Your chest, big muscle group, pushing, your back that we just talked about, shoulders, biceps, triceps. So when I generally design a program for someone, that is what I'm thinking about if we're talking about building lean muscle. So what is your pushing? What is your chest exercise? What is your back exercise? What is your shoulder? And then what is your bicep, tricep? Now, a push-up gets chest, shoulders, and triceps. So when we're talking about maximizing your workout time, you guys, those are called compound moves. So even though you want to do bicep curls, that only works your biceps. So if we're maximizing our workout time, you're going to do moves like the bench press, like a push-up, like a squat that hits multiple muscles at the same time. So if you have 10, 15, 20 minutes and you want to do what we were talking about at the start of the show, a full body routine, you want to stay away or limit your number of single joint exercises, right? This only really involves one joint, therefore it only involves one muscle. When I do something like a squat or a push-up, that is a multi-joint, multi-muscle exercise. You guys will have everything you need to know by watching this show about how to maximize your time. And I'm giving you the science and I'm giving you the practicality. Because science isn't enough, because I don't care what science says, I say this each and every week, if you can't apply it. So my philosophy, what I will always bring you is, here's the science, here's my experience, here's my real world application, and we're going to bring the two together there, okay? More questions, more comments, this is great. You know what I didn't ask, and we don't have, where is Deborah? Deborah would have asked, what did you have for breakfast? This is the Bowflex Breakfast Club. One of the most important things, as we talked about, is healthy eating. I am going to try to avoid using the D word, the 4-letter D word, because we don't deprive ourselves. That D word is also about deprivation. So that is not what we do. We eat healthy. We eat healthy foods. We eat frequently. We eat a lot of healthy foods. And then 20% of the time, 30% of the time, you're going to enjoy yourselves and have those treats. I don't know about you, but this long holiday 4th weekend, I enjoyed myself. A lot of healthy food, but I also had, I had my treats as well. So I hope you guys did too. It's not about deprivation. It's certainly not about depriving ourselves of entire macronutrient categories. You don't want to do that. That is not the science behind it. I need more comments. I need more questions. Come on. Come on. Give me success stories. Tell me what you're up to. Tell me what you're thinking about, what your questions are, and challenge me, you guys. And listen, much of the stuff that I bring to you, you're going to hear stuff that goes right against it. And that's because people are trying to rope you in with bad science, with stuff that is quick fix. I will never give you that stuff. Dora, yes, right? I think people are back at work. I think because we had such a long I went out this morning and the traffic was unbelievable and people were driving like lunatics. I think we had a really long 4 on the 4th or 4th of July weekend, and people are back at work. Maybe we have to do this another day this week to get the full effect. But if you missed the show, we'll always be up on Bowflex's site. Let me drive you right now to Bowflex's site because there is so much content on there. And if you guys have not been there, the video channel, the YouTube channel for Bowflex, we're getting ready to, I'm going out to headquarters in a couple weeks. We're going to shoot many more videos for you. We release a new video each and every week, if not more. So much content, Bowflex Insider articles I write, and many other fitness experts that Bowflex carefully selects, you guys. You're going to get the best of the best. Yes, Options Friday, the 80-20. Yes, yes. All right, and we talk about this pretty much every week, you guys. So when we say 80-20, that means 80% of the time, try to eat as healthy as you can. Good choices. 20% of the time, you enjoy yourself. Now, after a holiday weekend like this, I wasn't 80-20, I'm sure. Most of you were probably the opposite, 20/80. But today is what, Wednesday? So for the rest of the week, try to eat a little healthier. I see the lights coming by. All right, so that's the way to do it. I talk about a 24-hour cycle and a 7-day cycle. You never give up. So if you have a really bad breakfast one day, you don't say, okay, the day's shot, so now I'm just going to eat garbage all day long. No, that was your one thing. If you eat 5 to 6 smaller meals throughout the day, that was your one. So for the rest of the day, try to really make good choices. If you have 2-3 days like we just had where you probably weren't as good as you wanted to be, now, by the time Sunday rolls around, just make this week. It will all average out. And that is what people who, you look at those people and you say, how does that woman, how does that guy do it? I see them eating garbage, yet they continue to stay skinny because we keep, or skinnier, we keep healthy people that maintain their weight have learned to keep a running total in our heads, right? And we don't give up. And I've been there, you guys. I remember that when I would have a really bad breakfast and I go, who cares? Now I'm going to eat garbage the rest of the day. Then you go, wait a minute. No, like the day is not shot. There is not an all or nothing principle to it. And unfortunately, that's what these books that focus on deprivation with diet talk about. So it's not about that. So yes, most of us over holiday weekend are going to have more of the 20 than the 80, right? And flip those numbers most likely. So that's okay. That's life. So from now through the weekend, if not just today, tomorrow, think about that. Think about the changes you do. Small changes over time get you results. Huge changes are unsustainable, do negative things, and they're unsustainable, right? And then you have that rebound effect. So every single time I eat something healthy, and now as a dad, every single time I feed my kids and I see them eat something healthy, you just did some, I said to my boys, that's like a workout. That's an incredible workout. We need to feed our body with really good things. So every time you eat something healthy, you should feel good about it. And that is when you start to connect the good feelings with the healthy foods, that is the way you start to eat healthy as a lifestyle. And that doesn't mean you don't have the cake. It just means when you have the cake, you don't have 5 pieces and you actually enjoy it more. That is what is awesome. All right. Ooh, things flying by. Hold on. Dora says, since I've started joining the show, I've gained more tools to maximize, oh my gosh, and implement different workouts. Thanks, Tom. Dora, you just encapsulated exactly what this show is about. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deanna, did you try broccoli and peanut butter? No, I have not. Thank you for reminding me. You know what? I'm going to try it on the show next week to prove. So I will have broccoli and peanut butter. Thank you for reminding me. Awesome. I can see that some of you shared. Thank you so much for sharing this video, sharing this broadcast. I really want this to be huge. I really want us to create something here that is super positive. There is so much confusing information out there, and that is exactly what the show's about. That's what my life's about, you guys, is bringing you the information. And it's not always, listen, I wish I could give you that bad information. It's easier. It's easier to tell you, work out in the fat burning zone because you're going to get more by doing less. It's easier to tell you, hey, cut out this food group. Hey, never do this exercise. Hey, sure, I could sell more books. I could sell more videos by throwing out that bad information. You will never get that here. And to Dora's point, this show is about giving you tools, giving you information, giving you the science, and giving you options. Because there is no one size fits all. That goes for nutrition, that goes for exercise, that goes for everything. So what I want to give you is 10 different ideas on cardio workouts, 10 different ideas on exercises for your back. And the day you want to do one, you do that. The day you want to mix it up and do another, you do that. And maybe you do the same thing. I generally eat the same foods. Who's like me? Like, I will eat the same lunch for 2 months. And then I'll get completely sick of it. I'll wonder how I ever ate it at all. And then I'll switch to something else. So it may be, I used to go to a certain restaurant, fast food, not fast food, the in-between food. Not fast food, food done quickly, as the Seinfeld episode says. But I would eat the same salad with chicken, basically. And then after a certain amount of time, I get completely sick of it, and I switch. And truthfully, to be the healthiest we can be, we really need to vary our healthy foods too. So I know that, and I'm working on that myself, because I am a creature of habit and convenience. So just like with my fitness and exercise routine, I'm trying to mix up my nutrition as well. Great points, you guys. And Dora, thanks again. Yeah, that is the goal of this show, is to give you guys just great information and kind of clear up the confusion. And that's why, for those of you who may be joining for the first time and just watching, that's great. But there are no dumb questions, you guys. There's never been a better time for information and a worse time for information, right? There's so much available to you guys for free, just like this show. But a lot of that free stuff is not good information, and it only serves to confuse you. And a lot of the Facebook sponsored ads that are fitness related are really not good, you guys. They are pushing the myths, because the myths pull you in, right? The myths, the quick fixes, have been around forever, and they will continue to be around forever. We're just not going to do them, right? And they are frustrating. They frustrate you guys. I get it, especially the nutrition and the diet ones. They are super frustrating, because when you follow that diet, sure, you lose weight. Every single diet works, you guys. Every single one over time. But then it's a short-term fix. You cut out certain things, of course. But there is no one diet fits all. You want to eat healthy foods. You want to fill your body with good stuff, because those are the building blocks. For those of you who may be joining us for the first time, my rule is, when I sit down to eat, I think, what is my healthy carbohydrate and what is my healthy protein? And then the third component would be, what is my healthy fat? But at each and every meal, I don't always do a healthy fat at each meal, but I definitely try to get protein and a healthy carbohydrate. What is a healthy carbohydrate? Complex carbohydrate, one that is not processed, one that is more natural, has not been processed, is in its most natural state. Once again, there are some food companies that are coming out with some pretty good stuff that is not horrible, and it is man-made. So I don't want to throw, some protein bar type things and protein shakes. I do those as well. I just try to get as much real food in as possible. That is an example of real world versus, sure, we all wish we could go outside and just eat out of our gardens. Doesn't work. You guys are busy, you have kids, you have jobs. You got to grab for some easy things every now and again. In my office, I have a whole thing of protein bars. I have a whole thing of protein powder. And when I'm in a pinch, when I'm rushed, I'll grab for those things. So that's what works. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. What do you feel about, bars? It depends on the bar. So we have a specific bar type. Generally, I don't want to go to that specific bar because it depends on each one, but look at the bar, look at the ingredients. The fewer ingredients, the better. Don't ever fall for, we talked about this last week on the show, and great question. What do I feel about this type of bars? It can say low fat, it can say a certain number of carbs, whatever. Turn the bar over. I go to calories first because I just want to see, that's going to tell me a lot about what's in it. Then go to the protein. I always want to look at, if that's something I'm trying to get in, is it 3 grams? How much fiber is in it? The fewer ingredients, the better. And generally, I want my bars to have a decent amount of protein, men and women. I don't want too much artificial things, right? So we stay away from artificial things. And what people talk about when you're looking at something like a bar like that is, can you understand, can you recognize most of the ingredients? And the new bars are pretty good. And here's the thing, you guys, the best bars generally are more expensive because it's more expensive to put the healthier stuff in there. So you may have to pay $1, $2 more to get those natural ingredients. They don't stay good as long. They're more expensive to put in there, and that's why, generally speaking, some of the better bars are going to be a little bit more expensive. But you get what you pay for, just like anything else, right? And this is what you're putting in your body. So many different bar types out there. I don't want to kind of recommend a specific one, but no matter what the bar type is, flip it over. How many calories? How much protein? Do I recognize these ingredients? And that's a great way to start. Fewer ingredients, the better. If the ingredients are super long and you have no idea what they are, that's generally a bad sign, right? Now they'll say whole oats, brown sugar, things like that, and they're really getting better. So I will never say you should never eat anything but natural whole foods. It's not the way people live. It's not the way I live either. Great questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Again, I am Tom Holland. If you're just joining, this is the Bowflex Breakfast Club. We do it each and every week. This is your hour to have your questions answered, to hopefully get motivated, to change your routine around. If you are a advanced exerciser but you need a change, let me know. This is for you. Yes, yeah, you can make. See, I'm too lazy. So comment is you can make your own bars. Absolutely. There's just no chance in heck that I'm going to do that because I'm way too lazy. So yes, I have a certain brand of bars I use. Won't really throw that out there today. It's whatever works for you, obviously. But yes, the internet. Look up, and here's the cool thing is, so many years ago, one of my first sponsorship was Power Bar. I was just starting being an endurance guy, and if you look at the story of Power Bar, it was exactly that. It was an endurance guy who found himself needing energy during his workouts. He and his wife, he lived in California, so he started making his own energy bars in his kitchen. I mean, how cool is that? And that's how Power Bar started. And he actually had a bunch of his pro athlete friends, many that you guys would know, and he would test these bars out on them. And the short of the story is he sold the company for hundreds of millions of dollars. And suddenly those athletes who didn't make a lot of money, runners, triathletes, who helped him taste, test, and try out his bars, they started getting huge checks in the mail. I just love that story. So you can totally make your own bars. He was doing it 20 some odd years ago. And if you're someone who is good in the kitchen and enjoys doing that, what is better than knowing exactly what is in your bar? So that is one phenomenal way to do it. But I'm always honest with you guys. I am too lazy. Any of you want to make some bars and I'll help you test them out, feel free. Great point, though. Great point. The more we control our foods, and that is a great way to take this topic, the more you know, the more you prepare your own stuff, you know exactly what's in it, right? So that is one great way to really ensure that you are getting healthy stuff and know exactly what you're getting. Great point. We've got about 15 more minutes. More comments, more questions. I know it's probably a slow day. We got people coming back to work and probably getting right back to work. Hey, Mary, we got people rolling in a little later. That's okay. I would say even in my classes I used to teach, I know there's some instructors who would get angry when people would come in late. I never really cared. I just wanted you to show up. You can leave early, you can come late. I don't care. Just show up. And that is one of the secrets to life, you guys, right? Is just show up. I'm so excited. I'm getting ready to do my 19th annual Nantucket Beach Fitness Camp. One of the greatest things I do, one of the things I enjoy the most, in addition to this and the charity, just about everything I do, by the way. But yeah, it's all about just showing up, and that's what I tell people. Just show up every day. Just show up for that camp, and I'll take care of the rest. Just show up for this show. You're going to hear the same messages, and the crazy thing about fitness is you've heard everything, most of that I've said before, but the cool thing is some of it will start to resonate. You'll finally say, wow, Tom talked about that 6 months ago, and I finally started doing it, and it's working for me. And that's okay. We all work on our own time. That so many of the messages and the information you get here today, you may apply something today, you may apply something in 3 months, but you will apply it when you're ready to. This is all a progression. This is all a process. And That's okay, Mary. I just read Mary's. Work comes first. We don't want anyone getting in trouble because you didn't do your work. That's what I love about my job. This is my job. And yeah, and if you can't watch the show live, of course, it will always be stored up there. And I think we're going to start sharing these more and more. So if you can't find it, you'll see it pop up every now and again in the future. So yes, again, we were talking about the topic of the show that we already debunked. It was a trick question. What is the best exercise for your body type? It is a full body workout. It is a full body workout. Now, we qualified that by saying, especially if you're pinched for time, exercises that work more than one muscle group at the same time are obviously smarter because they just maximize your workout time. So a push-up, a squat, a lunge. If you start to get into full body movements, yes, a burpee. Amazing how many different things are you doing with a burpee. That's why they're challenging. It's also why they're effective. But I tell you every week pretty much, I don't like burpees. I'm not going to do them. I'm going to do something else. Now, every now and again, you know, if I really want to challenge myself because I don't do them that often, that's what makes them super challenging. But there's other things to do. Do you like the new shirt? Thank you. I know a lot of people comment about this shirt. I think we need to get them. People want these shirts, so we're going to have to try to find a way. Maybe that's a giveaway that we start to give away for you guys who repeatedly watch the show and comment. And that is one thing I'm working on. Hopefully be able to give you guys some good swag. Bowflex is awesome about that. This may be up on their site, though, if you really want it. I believe this shirt's up there. And now that I'm coming to you, if I use the iPad, it's backwards, and that annoys people. If I use the laptop, it comes through normally. So for some reason, iPhones and iPads flip the image. Thank you for joining. Yeah, see, Bowflex just chimed in. That's my way of pressuring the great people at Bowflex. They are working on it all. But first and foremost, what's important here is the information, right? We want you to look great in any shirt you wear, and that comes from applying everything we're talking about here. Exercises that do not irritate the knees and back. I have bad. Gotcha. You need a t-shirt too. Good. You know what? We're going to all, maybe that'll be an Instagram thing. We're going to have all the Bowflex Breakfast Club people take pictures in this shirt, and that would be a fun thing. Okay, so coming up towards the end of the show, and I'm going to call you D because I don't want to mispronounce your name. The trouble with, the line I use is squats are not bad for your knees, lunges are not bad for your knees. We're doing that all day long, but you have to do them carefully and appropriately and in the right progression. So we want to get your knees as strong as possible. We want to get those joints as strong as possible, and that can be tricky. So let me just say that squats and lunges are not bad for your knees. If you have knee issues, if you have pre-existing things, injuries, then you have to be more careful, but we are squatting and lunging all day long. So I'll leave you with that, and that will be, a topic for another show. We'll do a whole show probably on squatting and lunging in knees because so many people have quote-unquote bad knees. But what that generally means, you guys, is that you have weak muscles around the joint. So here's the horrible thing. If you don't squat and lunge and get those muscles stronger, the weaker they get, the more the bones rub, the more pain you have. And this goes for your back, it goes for your shoulder, it goes for all those joints. All right, so let me just read some things. See things flowing by. We have backwards ones for you too. So when I have to use the iPad, see this is how great Bowflex is. That is awesome. See, this is how much we're on top of things. We're trying to give you everything you can. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I tried those, and they are so painful. All right, then you don't do them, obviously. Now, this is, if I were working with you, we would progress very slowly. So you do not do anything that hurts and that is painful. I would recommend, Mary, we will try to get you everything. Even though we can't ship a Bowflex, we may be able to ship to the UK. So if it's a shirt. So you are such a great regular viewer. I think we could probably work that out. So, gosh, we're flying. We got about 10 more minutes. I don't want to let this go, though. So, D has Daisha. Okay, see, thank you. Now I'm going to write that down. Daisha has knee pain when she squats and lunges. And that doesn't mean she can't get to the point where she can, but it has to be progressive. So I would find Dacia a great physical therapist if you haven't already. So you want to strengthen those muscles, okay? You want to get to the point where you can do a modified squat and start with that. Here's a great test, you guys, and for Dacia as well. Getting up and out of a chair. That is a great way to start squatting, right? Can you sit down in a chair and then get up without using your hands? And then here's where it gets a little bit more complicated, but it's really not, but it's so effective. Two things. Can you sit down in a chair and get up without your hands? Then, can you sit down in a chair and get up with one leg? If you can do those two things over time, oh my gosh, what did we talk about at the beginning of the show? Weak glutes. That is one of the things I use with clients to get them strong again, to get someone like Dacia pain-free and strengthen those muscles around her joints. We're going to do a whole show on this now, Dacia, because you hit such a great topic here, and that will be it. We will talk about that. Look at that. See, Bowflex is here in the house. T-shirts, fun things like that. Isn't it amazing how great a T-shirt can be? It's just the free stuff with the Bowflex. I mean, how great is it, right? I love it. You guys love it, and we will start bringing you as much as we can. And again, I want to thank you as the show kind of winds down at the hour. I really, really love doing this for you guys. I love interacting with you guys. I know it can be challenging. You're at work, whatever. But I have the greatest job in the world. I always end the show talking about this topic. I love what I do. I love Bowflex. I love fitness. I love health. I love helping people feel better, look better, and live longer. And that is what we are hoping to bring to you. That is what our products are about. That is what our people are about. That is what our social media and everything else. That is why I love working for Bowflex, because we truly are bringing you that. We're not just saying that. I'm not going to give you the easy excuses. I'm not going to give you the short-term fixes. Those are easier for me and for you, and they don't work, and they eventually hurt you, and they make you frustrated because you're not seeing your results over time, all right? And what I love about Bowflex is we're getting better. The team, the social media, and better benefits you. It's more fun, and it's just exciting. So let me just, stop there, but I truly love it, and I hope that you see that I'm putting this out to you guys. I've been in this industry a really, really long time. All I have is my reputation. All I have is that I want you is trust. At the end of the day, this is all about trust, is that you watch this, that you read what I write, that you read and see what Bowflex we put out there, and you trust us. There's a lot of bad stuff out there, and that's what gets me angry, because you trust other fitness sources that don't have the experience, don't have the education, and don't have your best interests at mind. I do, okay? I'm here. I'll be doing this when I'm 90. I want to be talking to you guys 10 years from now, 15 years from now. I want to hear the successes. I want to hear how, great the progression has been. We have one body. We have one life, and we want to make it as great as possible, okay? That is not from deprivation. That is not from torturing ourselves. It's from eating. It's from moving and feeling good about all of those things, okay? I don't want you to feel bad about what you eat. I don't want you to feel bad about your exercise. I want you to enjoy it all right? Hey, Jay. Hey, everybody. Hey, Deanna. First time here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone is a beginner, so there is no beginner shirt. But thank you for joining us. Join us again next week. Another great show that flew by. Ken, how are you? I do a lot of walking for work. Is there something I can do, work on my abs while walking so much? Great question. Arms, right? And a little bit of twisting, okay? So when you're walking, the more you pump your arms and add a little bit of rotation, Ken, I feel it right now. So as I'm standing here, first of all, just walking is going to work your abdominals, right? It's stabilizing yourself. But mix it up. Go a little faster, a little slower. So mix up your pace, Ken, add some arms in, and just a little bit of rotation. May look a little weird. Want to be careful where you do it. But you'll feel, engage your abs. By the way, hold your abs in and isometrically as you're walking. So just play around with those type of things. That will make a difference. We got about 5 more minutes. I never want this show to end. Other things to do. Got to go write some more for Bowflex, do some things like that. But welcome to the new people. Thank you so much. Thank you for chiming in. And Ken's type of question, and all of them are exactly what I want. Daisha, I'm glad that I can finally pronounce your name right. Thank you for that. Second week, thank you for coming back. And I really want you guys to use me, okay? This is your free session for an hour to get whatever you want, whatever you need. Do not hesitate, because here's the thing, you guys, men and ladies, everything you ask benefits other people. I could sit here and blah, blah, blah all day long, as you can tell, but it's when you guys give feedback, when you guys say, this is my issue, because that's also, because just hearing it from me, I get it. I've been around a long time, and you think that I came out, running and biking and swimming and all that stuff. I had the issues too, but it doesn't matter. Hearing it from other people as well is that much more powerful. So that's what works, all right? Coming up, a couple more minutes, just reading the last thing. Yeah, so Deanna's saying holding your abs in every now and again. It's called an isometric, guys. So when you can work your muscles without lengthening or shortening them. You want to do both isotonic and isometric, but holding your abs in as you're doing any exercise can help add a different effect to it. You want to breathe. So therein lies the tough part, you guys. So can you hold your abs in and still breathe? That is the way you start to do it. Awesome show, you guys. Thank you for being a part. Our numbers are growing. As you can see, I love the Bowflex media team. We have so many things we're working on, and much more to offer you with this show itself. Different topics and locations and giveaways and just fun things, because we want this to be fun. We want it to be engaging. Hopefully it is. I'm going to have to cook up some more stuff, and I use that term cook. Prepare, because food is a huge part of this. Any topics you want, let us know. My website is teamholland.com. You can email me through there. Please go to bowflex.com. Subscribe to Bowflex YouTube channel. We are giving you that stuff each and every week, you guys. And again, these are 3-minute, 4-minute, 8-minute routines that you can do anytime, anywhere. I'm not giving you the insane workout routines, right? Those don't work long term for most people, right? We are going to bring to you stuff that you can use today, stuff that you can do in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 20 minutes if you want. But we're going to give you the stuff to work into your everyday routine. You go down to use your equipment. We want you using the equipment. We want you going outside. We want you eating healthy. We want you doing body weight exercises. We want you doing a little of everything, because that is where success comes from. All right? One final comment. Who wants it? All right. It is 1 minute away. Hope you all had a great holiday. Hope you have a great summer. Get outside. I'm going to go do some more stand-up paddleboarding. Totally new to me. What are you going to do new? What are you going to do new that challenges you? That's your homework. I want you to do something this week. Take a class. Do an exercise routine. Go run some hills. Do some power walking. Play some tennis. Do something you haven't done or are worried about doing that is movement, that is activity-wise. And I want to hear about it next week, all right? Any questions you have, email me through teamholland.com. Leave your comments here. This is always a great way. We will answer them here as well. Topics you want covered, leave them here. And have a great week, you guys. Daisha, all right, meal planning. We will talk about that next week. It's all about the meal planning, and it doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be expensive, doesn't have to be difficult, all right? That is this show. It's not hard, it's not expensive, it's not difficult. Have a great week, you guys. That's pretty much it. Love talking to you. Way to go, Ken. Way to go, everyone. On a good note, Ken is down 60 pounds. That's where we're going to end it. Ken, unbelievable. To Ken, to all of you out there, whether you're down 6 pounds, 60 pounds, whether you haven't lost a pound, because it's not what you lose, it's what you gain. It's all about consistency, you guys. So if you're exercising, if you're doing healthy stuff for yourself, that is what it's all about. Have a great week. Love talking to you guys. We will be back same time, same place. Have an amazing day and believe in yourself.